Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You're now tuned into the financial motivator himself, Ash Cash, Mr. Mind Right, Money Right. Money right, money right.
Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast, go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need to get the YouTube channel up, so make sure y'all subscribe. I got some exclusive information coming. If you make sure you join the Abundance Community, abundancecommunity.org. Man, we got a lot of stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff coming. The goal is to help you live in abundance. That's it. You know what I'm saying? My goal to my dying breath is to help you live in abundance. Whatever abundance looks like for you, I want to, my goal is to help you live in abundance. And so that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. So today, let me tell y'all something, right? Let me tell you something. So when I wake up, I pray, I meditate. And when I meditate, I'm always given a message, right? Normally I keep the message to myself because it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's my message. No, it's fine. Whatever I'm asking, right? Whatever I'm asking from God, God usually tells me during my prayer, during my meditation, because when I pray, it's really just pray, praising God, just thanking God. Like I never pray and ask for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I never pray and I like ask God bless me with whatever, because I believe that since God gave me another chance, like why would I ask for God to bless me with something that he has given me the ability to create myself? You know what I'm saying? Like why would I ask God, God need like, you know what I'm saying? It's like sitting in front, right? It's like sitting in front, like you got water right in front of you, and it's like asking God, Joe, I really need some water. God, please bless me with water. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I'll be honest, I think that's a waste. I think a lot of us be wasting our conversations with God. You know what I'm saying? Like God is giving you the power, right? God is giving you the power to be, have, and do anything. Be, do, and have anything that you desire. All right, anything. No exception. Right. And so you out here asking for something that's already around you. And so for me, I realized that when I'm in meditation, when I'm in prayer, my goal is always to just be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be thankful because God already has commissioned me, has already given me power. So all I got to do is use it, right? All I got to do is use the power. All I got to do is use the power that God has given me. That's it, right? And so when I'm in meditation, when I'm in prayer, talking to God, I'm always given direction, and one of the messages that blurred out to me 100% today was stop trusting yourself. And I'm like, what? Stop trusting yourself? Like, what do you mean stop trusting yourself? Like, stop trusting yourself. And that's the message that I wanted to give because, again, I posted something about prayer being a cheat code. Prayer is absolutely a cheat code, right? Prayer is absolutely the cheat code because what happens is when you pray, see the thing is, think about this. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up around a lot of people who put things in their body that altered their state of being, right? And so, if somebody is on drugs, if somebody, is drinking or whatever, right? Anything that alters the state of mind, right? Anything that alters the state of mind, could you really trust what that person is telling you when they're in that state of mind? Let me see in the chat, right? If somebody has an altered state of mind, right? If somebody has an altered state of mind, can you really trust that person that has the altered state of mind? Right? Let me see in the chat. I just want to make sure y'all up. I just want to make sure y'all paying attention. Right? You can't, right? Damien says you can't. Right? Zoe, what up, Zoe? Zoe says you can't, right? You really can't. If somebody has an altered state of mind, right? You cannot. And I'm not telling you, I'm not passing judgment, right? Because that's the one thing I never want to do. This is not about passing judgments, right? So I'm not passing judgment. I'm just stating what is, right? If somebody has an altered state of mind, right? If they have an altered state of mind, then it's not really possible to trust what they're telling you, right? It's really not possible to trust what they're telling you while they have this altered state of mind. So like I said, I grew up in the 90s, right? Late 80s, you know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby, late 80s, early 90s, crack era. And because I grew up during that time, I had access to like the winos and the crackheads and the people who was on dope, right? And so, sometimes though, I ain't even gonna say a lot of you, right? Sometimes, let's say I'm talking to the wino. Hey, yo, sometimes the wino makes sense. You know what I mean? Sometimes the wino makes sense, but the truth is, I can't really trust, that person in fully, because they're in an altered state, right? What if I told you that if you're not feeding yourself the right things, if you're not around the right people, if you're not focused on going in the right direction, you're in an altered state as well. You're no different than the crackhead or the wino. Don't shoot the messenger. This is the message that I got. This is the message that I got. The message that I got is the message. Don't shoot the messenger. You gotta stop trusting yourself. You different. You think you different because your drug of choice is different. You think you different. You think you different because you're I know I'm talking to somebody. You think you different because your drug of choice, because you don't drink, because you don't pop pills, so you're not on drugs or whatever. And so you think because your choice of drug is different, that you could trust yourself, that you're different. But you're not. You're not. You're not different. If all you do is watch the news, and all the news is doing is giving you fear, right? If all you do is watch the news, and all the news is making you afraid, and when you're afraid, you're cautious, and when you're cautious, you can't listen to what God, the direction that God is telling you, then you're in an altered state. So you can't trust yourself. You trusting yourself to get you out of a situation that you're not even equipped to get yourself out of. I know I'm talking to somebody. You're trusting yourself, right? You get into these situations and you're trusting yourself to get out of a situation where you, right, are not even in the right mind. You're not in the right mind to get out of your situation. You're in an altered state. You think you got it. You say, yo, I got this. When the truth of the matter is that you don't got it. You don't got it. You need help, right? You need help. You need to change your surroundings. You need to find a mentor. You have to be around people who are elevated on a different level, right? I surround myself always, even me, who I feel like sometimes I got it, but I always, right? I stay in prayer. I stay talking to God because I'm like, God, I ain't got it. I know what's out here in this world. Like the demands that this world is gonna pull on you. The people who are always pulling, who are always asking, who are always, trying to take your energy from you. So I'm always at an altered state. And so while I'm in that altered state, I have to tap into the source. Right? I have to tap into the source and rejuvenate with the source. And when you tap into the source and you rejuvenate, when you tap in with the source and rejuvenate with the source, now you should be able to follow the direction in which the higher power is taking you, even if you don't understand it. There's gonna be times, right? There's gonna be times when you're instructed to do something that does not make sense. There will be times, I promise you. There will be times that you're instructed to do something that does not make sense. But when you tapped into the source, you'll understand that that's the only way to go. Hold on, let me let Dr. Miles talk to you for a second. Because I believe, because y'all know me, Mind Right Radio. I always got, you know what I'm saying? I always got a confirmation of the word. So let me let Dr. Miles talk to you for a second.
You're now tapped in and tuned in.
Stop trusting yourself. Only trust the manufacturer. Hold on for 1 second.
MindRightRadio.com.
The key to freedom is knowledge. And the key to knowledge is truth.
The key to knowledge is truth.
The key to truth is the manufacturer.
The manufacturer.
I repeat, it's a principle.
It's a principle.
The key to truth is the manufacturer. Let's talk. Knowledge is the key to freedom. But the key to knowledge got to be checked carefully. I used to think that knowledge was power. That's not necessarily true, because you can learn the wrong thing. Jesus said the only thing that can set you free is not knowledge, but knowledge of the truth. Now I mentioned to you that truth, the key to truth is who? The manufacturer. What do I mean by that? The manufacturer is the only one who knows the truth about his product.
Uh-oh.
Let me try it one more time. The manufacturer is the only one who knows the truth about his product.
Hold on, let me say something real quick. Because I want you to understand this real quick, right? The manufacturer, right? The manufacturer, the person who created the product, right, is the only person that knows the truth about the product. Right? The manufacturer is the only person that knows the truth about the product, meaning that the person who created the product, right? The person who created the product is the only person that knows the truth about it. which means that even if you own the product, catch this, even if you own the product, even if you control the product, even if you are the rightful director of the product, if you did not produce the product, you don't know the truth about the product. If you did not produce the product, if you didn't make the product, if you're not the maker of the product, then you don't know the truth about the product, right? I buy tons of things, right? I have tons of gadgets, right? And I have so many gadgets, and I assume that I understand how these gadgets work. And so because I assume that I know how these gadgets work, I never read the manual. I never read the manual. What I do is I just pull the product out and I start to use it. That's it. I pull the product out and I start to use it. And if I don't know how a certain, like if I need something, let me hope y'all catch this bar, right? If I need something, right, and I know, right, from my recollection, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I buy this iPhone and I know that the iPhone could, like I only know what the iPhone can do based on what I have seen it do. Because I didn't read the manual, right? So I didn't read the manual, and so I don't know all the things that it could do. I just know what I've seen it do. And if I'm trying to make it do something that I've seen it do or somebody told me it could do, that's when I won't even go back to the manual. How crazy is that? I won't even go back to the manual. I will just Google. I will go to a different source and look up how to do the thing, right? And so even though I own the iPhone, even though I pay for it, I own it, I control it, my possession all the time, I only know what the iPhone could do because as I'm playing with it, I'm playing with it. But I still don't really know all that it could do.
Everybody else is experimenting.
I'm experimenting.
Everybody else is guessing. And everybody else has opinions. The manufacturer knows the truth about his product. That's why you shouldn't get information from anyone else except the manufacturer. Don't even believe the retailer because he's in business to sell. That's why I don't trust humans to tell me who I am. Don't depend on customers' experience to determine the value of a product because some customers don't know how to use it. Y'all are slow here tonight. Many of us have literally allowed people to talk us out of good products because they abused it and it didn't work for them. Not because your marriage didn't work doesn't mean marriage doesn't work. You just didn't know how to stay married. You didn't follow the manufacturer's manual. You didn't follow the specifications. Are you understanding me? What is a manual? The word manual is, you check it, you see it spelled this way. M-A-N-U. Do you see that there? Manu. It's from a Latin word which means to make or make up. Manu. Now, if you put the word manu and put another word next to it, factor, which is the factor that man uses, which means the factor that made the product, you have the word manufacturer. Are you with me? So a manufacturer is the factor that made the product. And the book that he sends with it never comes from the retailer. Manuals are never produced by wholesalers. Manuals are never printed by customers. It's called a manual because it's from the manufacturer, which means the manual means the maker's mind. Write it down. It means the maker's mind. What the maker did was took his mind and put it on paper and sent it with his product. So that when you read the manual, you're reading his mind about this product. And he's telling you, don't attempt to operate the product until you've read my mind completely. Why? Because I'm the only one who knows this product. Why? Because I made it. I designed it. I designed all of the circuits. I know the potential of my product. Now, the manual that you have with the product, if you ignore the manual, you are ignoring the mind of the maker.
The mind of the maker,
And
the
if you
manual.
ignore the maker's mind, then you are experimenting. People who have read the manual do not experiment. They know what to do. They know
I'm gonna let this play out and then we're gonna dissect it.
product,
I don't want to keep stopping it.
because they know the mind of the manufacturer.
ESP, what up, my G?
I want to invite you to consider where you came from. What company produced you?
What company produced you?
It's a good question. Sony produced Sony products. Mercedes-Benz produced Mercedes products. Toyota produces Toyota products. Well, I came from God Incorporated, and my company is eternal. It's not registered with the Dow Jones average. It's not on the stock market exchange because its value is too much. And my company that produced me is the only element that has the right to tell me the truth about me. When the manufacturer produced me, he had in his mind a purpose. Every manufacturer creates products for specific purposes. And the purpose for which they make the product determines the design of it and the ability of the product. Therefore, the key to knowing a product's ability and potential is not determined by your opinion of it. Let me take you one step further. Most of you came here in cars, and if you were to go outside and check your car, you'll discover something very strange. When you first buy a car, you sit in the driver's seat. If you check the speedometer registration, there's a number on that registration. The number of that car, registration may say 160. Some cars may say 210. Other cars may say even 280. Now, how could the manufacturer place on that registration of that speedometer that number? How can he tell you that this car can travel at 160 miles per hour? What gives him the audacity and the right to tell you, without your permission, that this automobile can travel at 160 miles per hour? He didn't ask you. And when he sold it, he placed it there, and he's daring you. He's telling you, try it. I guarantee that this automobile could travel at 160. I don't care what you think about it. I don't care what your opinion is. I made it, and I put in this car the horsepower and the piston power and the firepower to go at 160. You know, before they release the car, they test it first. So they're not asking you to test anything.
Yo, catch these
They're
bars
asking
though.
you to use it.
Ask you to use it.
Driving
Don't
at
test it, just
150,
use it.
Does that cancel the car's potential to travel at 160? Let me ask the question again. If you've been driving for the last 30 years at 55 miles per hour, does your experience cancel the car's ability?
Uh-oh.
No. That's why you should not judge life by your experience. If the car is parked outside and you walk up to the car and you say this. Now this is how it works. You say to this car, you are stupid. Can the car still travel 160? Yes. If you say to this car, I think you dumb and ignorant and backward, can it still travel 160? Yes. You say to this car, I don't like your color. Can it still travel 160? Your opinion does not affect the potential of the car. Please write that
Brad,
down.
what up, my G?
Opinions do not change potential.
Hey, yo, Barn, I'm on LinkedIn now too, B.
What you think about the
gave me
car
rights.
is irrelevant to the car's ability.
What you think about the car is irrelevant to the ability of the car. Don't miss
Most
that.
of us have accepted
Nancy, what up? Paris is in the building. Hey, yo, what you think about the car has nothing to do with the car.
At 50
Whole
miles
bar.
per hour
Whole bar.
all your life, but you are capable of 150, and I come and pass you at 60, then you are impressed.
Yo,
Isn't that crazy? Here you are driving 50 all your life. Someone passes by making 60 miles per hour, and you go, wow. And what you don't realize is that you can make 160.
yo,
The problem is we are impressed by people who ain't doing nothing.
whoa.
That's why I never allow what you do to interfere with what I could do.
Yeah.
There's more inside of you than what you've done.
There's more inside of you than what you've done.
Satisfied with your present accomplishment.
Do not get satisfied with your
So don't
present
allow
accomplishment.
people's opinions to interfere with your potential. Don't let anybody declare an opinion over your speedometer.
Yep,
Because God has buried in you untapped treasure.
yep.
Society is a dangerous norm, and I don't want to be normal.
I don't want to be normal.
The key to freedom
The key to freedom
is knowledge.
is knowledge.
And the key to knowledge
The key to knowledge
is truth.
is truth.
And the key to truth
And the key to truth
is the manufacturer.
is the manufacturer, whoever's the
Let's talk.
creator.
Knowledge is the key to freedom.
Knowledge is the key to freedom.
But the key to
And the
knowledge
key to knowledge,
got to be checked carefully.
look, so let me break this down. I mean, hopefully y'all caught this, but let me break this down. All right. Is your opinion, right? Rosa, what up? Always seek knowledge, right? Always seek knowledge. Why? Because as you seek knowledge, you're seeking the truth, and the only person or thing or being that can provide you with the truth is the manufacturer, the creator, right? Whoever created the thing, right? Whoever created the thing, whoever manufactured it knows, right? The manufacturer knows what the thing is supposed to do, right? So as I was giving you this example, right? As I was giving you this example of my iPhone, right? I bought my iPhone. I paid for my iPhone. I own my iPhone. I'm in control of my iPhone. But does Apple know more about this iPhone than I do? Right? Does Apple know more about this iPhone than I do? Let me see in the chat. Right? Does Apple know more about the iPhone than I do? One person needs to say, there we go. Yes, right? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Apple created this iPhone, right? Apple is the manufacturer of this iPhone. So I don't care how long I've had the iPhone, right? I don't care how long I have the iPhone. I don't care, you know, how much I play with the iPhone. I don't care about none of that. Apple created the iPhone so it knows everything about the iPhone. And in fact, a lot of times we are not reading the manual, right? We're not reading the manual. And because we're not reading the manual, we get frustrated, right? We get frustrated with the fact that it's not doing what we thought it could do. We start calling it names. We start saying, yo, this dumb iPhone. Why even have an iPhone? I'm going back to Android, right? Like, yo, like this dumb, like we cursing the iPhone out. When in fact the iPhone could do so much, and it could probably do more than we even know it could do, because we didn't create the iPhone. And so because we didn't create the iPhone, how can we tell how can we know what the iPhone does? And let me take it a step further. Right? If I'm only watching, right? If I'm only watching what other people are doing with their iPhone, right? So every day I see people make phone calls with their iPhone. I see people text with their iPhone. I see people go to social media with their iPhone. I also, you know, watch people take pictures and video with their iPhone. So I don't even know that the iPhone's a health tracker, because I'm not looking for the iPhone to track my health. I'm not looking for the iPhone to track my health, right? I have the iPhone with me all the time, so every time I'm walking, it knows, right? It knows how much walking I'm doing when I'm sitting down. Like, it literally could track my health, but I don't even know to look for that. I don't know to look for an iPhone to track my health. Who would think a phone could track your health? I don't know the iPhone could do that, because I'm watching everybody else and how they using their iPhone. And I don't know that question to ask. Right? I don't know the question to ask. I probably would have known it had I did what? Had I read the manual, right? Had I tapped in with the creator. And so when I say stop trusting yourself, you're trusting yourself, right? You're trusting yourself, and you don't even know how to use you. Drop bar. Drop the bar. You are trusting yourself, and you don't even know how to use you. You don't know all you could do, because you didn't make you. You don't know all you could do because you didn't make you. And so now you trusting yourself. You're looking at your abilities, and you're like, nah, I can't do that. You're looking at you're like, nah, I can't do that. I say, yo, go make 100,000 in a day. Nah, I can't do that. Go write a book in 30 days. Nah, I can't do that. Go, find your value and just be yourself, and you can live your best life. Nah, I can't do that. Because you don't know how to use you. And so now you're in a situation where you own, right? You have control of yourself. You own yourself. You could do whatever you like. You got free will. But even regardless of all of that, you never read the manual. You never connected with the creator. Right? You never created, you never connected with the creator. And so you are listening to the limits that you've imposed. Right? Somebody's telling you that your iPhone, right? Somebody's telling you that your iPhone could track your health, and you like, no, it can't. You like, no, it can't. There's no way iPhone could track your health. Impossible. You will argue down for your limitations. You will argue for your limitation. You will argue and say, no, it don't do this. No, You will argue for your limitations because you've never unlocked. You never connected with the creator. And because you never connected with the creator, you don't know, right? You don't know what could be done. And so my message to you is stop trusting yourself, right? Stop trusting yourself. Tap in, right? Prayer is the cheat code. Don't go to prayer, right? Don't go to prayer asking for anything, though. Right? Go to prayer with gratitude. Right? Go to prayer with gratitude. Because that attitude of gratitude, right? That attitude of gratitude is going to lock in everything. Because what's going to happen is, as you're grateful for what you already have, God is going to start revealing some of the other things, right? My son always, right? Every time we buy, food or whatever the case may be, dinner, lunch, whatever, my son always wants a dessert, right? So whether it's cookies, chips, whatever, and then a drink. In the way that we operate, my wife and I, we say, yo, you got to eat your food first. You can't have access to the cookies. You can't have access to the dessert or the drink before you eat your food. Because why? Not because we're being mean, not because we're trying to control things. It's because the food is what's going to give you nourishment. Oh, man, don't miss this bar. The food is going to give you the nourishment. The cookies, the dessert, the drinks, that is a reward for the nourishment. The nourishment is most important, right? It's an addition to the food. But what happens, right? What happens if you fill yourself with the cookie first? If you drink all your drink first, you're not going to have space left, right? I'll watch my son eat the cookies, drink the juice, but not have space for the main course. So a lot of us are going out to the world, right? Wanting the fruits of labor. We're wanting the reward. We're wanting to live our best life, but we not filling ourselves with the main course first. We're not tapping in with the creator. We're not quieting our mind. We're not meditating. We're not praying. We're not showing gratitude. Gratitude is the main course. Because God, as the creator, how is God going to give you more, give you dessert, give you blessings, give you all these things when you haven't even tapped in with like, you're not even showing gratitude for what you got already? Let's tap in. Attitude of gratitude. Let's go.
The illustrations given in the last chapter will have conveyed to the reader the fact that the first step toward getting rich is to convey the idea of your wants to the formless substance. This is true, and you will see that in order to do so, it becomes necessary to relate yourself to the formless intelligence in a harmonious way. To secure this harmonious relation is a matter of such primary and vital importance that I shall give some space to its discussion here, and give you instructions which, if you will follow them, will be certain to bring you into perfect unity of mind with God. The whole process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude.
Gratitude, y'all.
First, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. Second, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And third, you relate yourself to it by a feeling of deep and profound gratitude. Many people who order their lives rightly in all other ways are kept in poverty by their lack of gratitude. Having received one gift from God, they cut the wires which connect them with Him by failing to make acknowledgement. It is easy to understand that the nearer we live to the source of wealth, the more wealth we shall receive. And it is easy also to understand that the soul that is always...
Wait, hold on. The nearer you live to the source of wealth, the more wealth you receive. Don't miss that.
is grateful lives in closer touch with God than the one which never looks to Him in thankful acknowledgement. The more gratefully we fix our minds on the Supreme when good things come to us, the more good things we will receive, the more rapidly they will come. And the reason simply is that the mental attitude of gratitude draws the mind into closer touch with the source from which the blessings come. If it is a new thought to you that gratitude brings your whole mind into closer harmony with the creative energies of the universe, consider it well, and you will see that it is true. The good things you already have come to you along the line of obedience to certain laws. Gratitude will lead your mind out along the ways by which things come, and it will keep you in close harmony with creative thought, prevent you from falling into competitive thought. Gratitude alone can keep you looking toward the all and prevent you from falling into the error of thinking of the supply as limited, and to do that would be fatal to your hopes. There is a law of gratitude, and it is absolutely necessary that you should observe the law if you are to get the results you seek. The law of gratitude is the natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions. The grateful outreaching of your mind in thankful praise to the Supreme is a liberation or expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that to which it addressed, and the reaction is an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw nigh unto God, and He will draw nigh unto you. That is a statement of psychological truth. And if your gratitude is strong and constant, the reaction in formless substance will be strong and continuous. The movement of the things you want will be always toward you. Notice the grateful attitude that Jesus took, how He always seems to be saying, I thank Thee, Father, that Thou hearest me. You cannot exercise much power without gratitude, for it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. But the value of gratitude does not consist solely in getting you more blessings in the future. Without gratitude, you cannot long keep from dissatisfied thought regarding things as they are. The moment you permit your mind to dwell with dissatisfaction upon things as they are,
AbundanceCommunity.org, y'all.
You fix attention upon the common, the ordinary, the poor, and the squalid and mean, and your mind takes the form of these things. Then you will transmit these forms or mental images to the formless, and the common, the poor, the squalid, and mean will come to you. To permit your mind to dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior.
It's to become
and
inferior.
To surround yourself with inferior things.
Yep.
On the other hand, to fix your attention on the best is to surround yourself with the best and to become the best.
Become the best.
The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we give our attention. We are thinking substance, and thinking substance always takes the form of that which it thinks about. The grateful mind.
Wait, hold on. Don't miss that. Everybody asking, this is Wallace D. Wattles. Wallace D. Wattles. This is from the book, The Science of Getting Rich. This particular track, though, is only available on Mind Right Radio, which is available to those who are part of the Abundance community. So you could go to the Abundance Community, abundancecommunity.org, abundancecommunity.org. I'll put it down in the chat so y'all could tap in. Abundancecommunity.org. And y'all could tap in to get access to it. Yo, Ramaya, if you're still in the building, remind me to tap in with you about the videos to these. I want to, if we could, I want to get back into the swing of things with putting the video portion to it, so we can start adding that to the Abundance Community. So if you still in, I'll remember, but I just wanted to say if you're still here. But yeah, so yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. See, look, y'all be throwing me off. Y'all be throwing me off. It was something he said. Look, I gotta play it.
And is constantly fixing. Come fast.
I forgot.
The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we give our attention.
Oh yeah, got it.
We are thinking.
We are thinking stuff.
And thinking substance always takes the form of that which it thinks about.
Ah, there we go. That's what I was like, yeah, I forgot. So, you know, so we are thinking stuff, right? We are thinking stuff, and as thinking stuff, we always take form to what we think about, right? That is simply the law of attraction, right? Law of attraction says you will always get what you focus on. That's it, right? Law of attraction said you will always get what you focus on. And I said this maybe yesterday, the day before yesterday. We talked about how, right? We talked about how you cannot exclude anything from your life. Rose, appreciate the badge, love. You cannot exclude anything from your life. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that you will always, right? Capital A, capital L, capital W, capital A, capital Y, capital S. You will always get what you focus on. So if you focus on the lack of something, you will get the lack of something. If you focus on the abundance of something, you will get the abundance of that thing, right? Whatever you think about, right? If you think about poverty and you feel sorry, like, you will always attract poverty, right? If you focus on abundance, you will always though, right? Always attract abundance. If you are not living the life of abundance, the life that you desire to live, that simply tells me where your focus is. You ain't got to tell me what you're focusing on for me to know. Just tell me about your life, and I can tell you where your focus is. Period. This law does not change for anyone. The law does not change for anyone. If you are thinking about lack and you are experiencing lack, it's because your mind is on lack. There's always two sides to the coin. You may be thinking that you're asking for abundance, but you're asking for lack. Right? That's why I don't use the energy or words that say, oh, I can't wait till nope, I'm looking forward to it. Because there's a difference between can't wait and looking forward. You might think positively by saying and feeling like, oh my God, I can't wait. The only thing you're focusing on is waiting. Right? Because the universe doesn't understand can't, don't, won't, none of that. So when you say, yo, I can't wait till this, I can't wait till this happens. I can't wait till, I bet. So now you're focusing on wait. And so things are going to start happening that's going to make you wait. Obstacles are gonna come in the way because you're asking for wait. Right? You're asking, right? Fast out to my guy Rainey. You never heard me say I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm releasing it. Because something that you lose, you want it back. If you lose something, you want it back. You didn't intentionally. If I say y'all want to lose weight, anything that I'm trying to lose, what I'm intentionally telling the universe is that I still want it. I still want this weight, but because if I lose something, I want it back. So I don't want to lose weight, right? My desire isn't about losing. I never lose. I win in everything. I've never lost. So why would I start with asking to lose something that I actually don't even want? So my desire is to release it intentionally. I'm intentionally releasing the weight. I'm intentionally releasing the weight. Right? And so whatever I focus on, right? Whatever you focus on, right? I'm focusing on health. Right? I'm focusing on staying healthy. In fact, I'm saying thank you for my health because I am healthy. I'm not trying to get to health because I am. And my body is perfect. My body is perfect. So I am healthy.
The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best.
Yep.
Therefore,
Best.
it tends to become the best.
The best.
It takes the form or character of the best and will receive the best. Also, faith is born of gratitude. The grateful mind continually expects good things, and expectation becomes faith. The reaction of gratitude upon one's own mind produces faith. And every outgoing wave of grateful thanksgiving increases faith. He who has no feeling of gratitude cannot long retain a living faith. And without a living faith, you cannot get rich by the creative method. It is necessary then to cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Do not waste time thinking or talking about the shortcomings or wrong actions of plutocrats or trust magnates. Their organization of the world has made your opportunity. All you get really comes to you because of them. Do not rage against corrupt politicians. If it were not for politicians, we should fall into anarchy, and your opportunity would be greatly lessened. God has worked a long time and very patiently to bring us up to where we are in industry and government. And He's going right on with His work. There is not the least doubt that He will do away with plutocrats, trust magnates, captains of industry, and politicians as soon as they can be spared. But in the meantime, behold, they are all very good. Remember that they are all helping to arrange the lines of transmission along which your riches will come to you, and be grateful to them all. This will bring you into harmonious relations with the good in everything, and the good in everything will move toward you.
All right, y'all. So that's my message for today. Couple of things. Number one, prayer is the cheat code. Right? Number one, prayer is the cheat code. Number two, stop trusting yourself. Right? Stop trusting yourself. Trust the Creator. Because an altered state is an altered state. We are no different than the person that has a substance abuse problem. Right? Because while they are putting things in their body that's altering their mind, you're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing. Right? The fact that we're not surrounding ourselves by positivity every day, by people who are doing better than us every day. Right? The fact that we're not tapped in, we're not praying, we're not meditating. means that we are allowing ourselves to go out in this world and have an altered state of mind. And with that altered state of mind, we are not moving in the right direction. We are not using ourselves the way the Creator designed us to be used. Right? Don't miss that message. If you have a car and you have never read the manual to understand how fast the car goes, you cannot be upset that the car doesn't move fast. You have not read the manual, so you don't know how fast it goes. Your opinion, and here's the thing that people need to understand. Your opinion about yourself doesn't stop the ability or the truth about yourself. I'll say that again. Your opinion about yourself does not stop the truth about yourself. The absolute truth is that you are made in the image and likeness of God. You are made in the image and likeness of God. So if God is the greatest, if God has infinite possibilities, then that means that you too have infinite possibilities. Infinite meaning that it does not stop. Whatever you can think in your mind, you can manifest in real life. Infinite possibilities. If you have the opinion that you do not have infinite possibilities, if you have the opinion that there's something that you cannot do, you are a liar. You are lying to yourself. That is not the truth. That is not factual. That is not based on anything. It is based on your limited thinking. Any limitation that you give yourself is a lie. It is based on your limited thinking. It's because you have not read the manual, right? You have not read the manual. You do not understand your abilities. So your opinion, right? Your opinion of you, even though you own you, even though you are in control of you, even like your opinion of you is a lie. The only way your opinion of you is not a lie is if it is aligned with what God said. That's the only way. If you put limits on yourself, you are lying to yourself. If you put limits on yourself, because you are greatness. You are greatness. Simple. That's the only truth. That's the only truth. There's no variation. You can't bend the truth. You can't make the truth convenient. The truth is the truth. All right, y'all. Let's
Just catch me. If God is the greatest,
yeah.
right? There is nothing bigger. There's nothing better. There's nothing above, right? That's it.
I appreciate the badge love.
That we're made in the image and
Thank you
likeness
for
of
buying
God.
trash for the badge love. Rosa Rodriguez, thank you for the badge love. Brittany the Visionary, thank you for the badge love. Make sure y'all go. Make sure y'all go to abundancecommunity.org. Salute. Ari's in the building. Tenacious, I'm chosen. I am greatness on display. G-O-D, little G. If you know, you know. I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all go to abundancecommunity.org. Make sure you tap in. Man, I appreciate y'all. Monday through Friday. We back, y'all. We back. Rags to stitches. Appreciate the badge love. Make sure y'all tap in every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This feels right. You know what I'm saying? This feels right. So yo, listen. Anybody, if I owe you a message, please understand. No cap. I got. Let me tell y'all real quick. If I owe you, wait, hold on. Let me pause this for a second. Anybody, so I'll be honest with y'all, and this is why, my life is nonstop, right? So to provide what God has asked me to provide, right? To provide what God has asked me to provide. There's a lot of moving parts. Always ripping and running. Always busy. If I owe you a message, please bear with me. Right? I don't know if y'all can see my phone, but I got like double. Y'all probably can't see it, but I got double digits of text messages. I promise you that there's a lot of demand. You know what I'm saying? With that comes with being in my position that God has given me, though. You know what I'm saying? God has given me. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all, DR. I promise you. I got double digits of text messages. I got I think just now, I tried to clear some yesterday. I think I got 249 emails, notifications, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I promise you, like, the way my life's set up, if it's not on my calendar takes priority. Right? Look, abundance is your birthright. I have abundance of text messages, an abundance of emails, an abundance of DMs, an abundance of everything. Everything in abundance. You know what I'm saying? So never take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Never take it personal. My intention, you know what I'm saying? Blame it on the grind, not the heart. My intentions are pure. And so yeah, hopefully, and I can't even promise it's gonna be today, because there's definitely a lot of moving parts, a lot of conversations and things that are happening behind the scenes to set up so many different things, and so it's a blessing. I never complain. Charge it to the head, not the heart. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And so I got family, travel, right? But I'm about to say, like, is always like I think I think next week I'm traveling. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. So like, you know what I'm saying? Fast shout. I don't know if Makeda's here. Fast shout to Makeda. Fast shout to the First Lady. Those are my two lines of defense. So I'll be honest, y'all, like between my wife and my assistant, you know what I mean? If they the ones that make sure stuff get done. So if you come to me directly, I'm gonna tell you the cheat code. The cheat code is to go through the First Lady or my assistant. I ain't gonna give my assistant IG because y'all gonna hound her. But that's the cheat code, to be honest. If you want something done faster, you go to the First Lady or my assistant, and then they gonna make sure. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make sure stuff get done. But either which way, I still you know what I mean. I still answer. I still, you know what I mean. All right, we gone. Let me go. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Just catch me. And God is the greatest.
God is the greatest.
There's nothing bigger. There's nothing better. There's nothing above, right? That's it.
Facts. You know.
Right? That we're made in the image and likeness of God.
You know. That's the easiest way.
If God is the greatest.
If God is the greatest.
And we, all of us, are made in the image and likeness of God. Then what would that make us?
What that make us? Right? Juma Mubarak. It's so funny. Juma Mubarak, Sister Linda.
Right? I ain't put this on display.
And it's funny you say that, because that's how in my head I was like, yo, I gotta get ready for Juma. So I'll see y'all later. It's Friday. I gotta get back. Nah, salute, Ramaya. Salute.
Right?
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you go to
Right?
yo, hold on real quick.
I ain't bring this on. Just catch me.
Hold on, I'm gonna say
If God is the
I'm gonna say one more thing. I thought I had a book here. Oh yeah. So also the abundance community. Make sure y'all tap in. I think I got a few of these left, but once you join the abundance community, you also get what's called the abundance class curriculum. And the abundance class curriculum is creating legacy using asset, stocks, and savings. Just email us and you get a hard copy of that. But all right, let me get out of here because I'm gonna just stick around. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in. The Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, peace, y'all.
I ain't talking about rich. I'm talking about wealth.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
You are now tuned in to the Ash Cash Show, your number one source for financial motivation. Get your mind and your money right.